Lahore, the city that is well known for being one of the best cuisines in the world. But it wasn't always this way. There was a time when Lahore wasn't so infamous and everyone was too afraid to serve anything remotely bad. This is a story of a woman who wanted to change it all. For that, we need to rewind the clock 8 years back. February 2015. A 13-year-old girl, Kanza Ahmed in Karachi, dies after eating a burger served at Dilpasand Sweets. 12 days after the PCSIR report was released, it wasn't really clear what to do in the situation. Who would seal the restaurant? After a long discussion, the Senior Director of Medical Services, Dr. Salma, decided to take the responsibility. Now, the Pure Food Ordinance of 1960 had many of the laws related to food safety already established. Yet, the monitoring and regulation of food was never really a priority. The Punjab Food Authority was established under the Food Authority Act of 2011 and it had been working as a functional entity in Lahore since 2012. And the main goal of PFA was the enforcement of food hygiene and quality standards. The goal of PFA was to stop such incidents from occurring, in Punjab at least. June 2015. You have just been appointed as the Director of Operations of Punjab Food Authority. As a woman belonging to the Provincial Civil Services, coming from a middle-income family home, what would you do? Well, you start with the restaurants. Now, the PFA was allegedly posting pictures of raids since 2012. Allegedly, since I can't really find the source of these pictures, it's not on the Facebook page. However, it was nothing compared to what Ayesha had in her mind. The idea was simple. Step 1. Visit a restaurant unannounced. Step 2. Check is it sanitary. Step 3. Seal it if it isn't. You repeat these steps 10 times a day, every day. And you know that sealing a restaurant isn't enough because after 2 days of being closed, they would just be back to their old habits. So you don't just stop there. You show the public what they have been serving you on social media. This had two purposes. 1. Ensure that the restaurant would actually try to improve things for the sake of their reputation instead of paying a small fine and moving on. 2. Send a message to everyone else. Fix yourself before you are visited. It was like appointing Gordon Ramsay as a government food inspector.
I've eaten this shit.
In a good way. Let's go through the publicly known events. July 2015. You visit a branch of Bud Sweets and find the expiry dates of products changed to flies on the items. The floor is absolutely disgusting. Sealed. You then visit a gourmet bakery at Hussain Chowk. There is literally a rust carton on a toilet seat. Sealed. Might as well seal the Shadbagh, Faisaltown and Wagah branches while you are at it. And don't leave out Shizan Bakery and seal Dose 2 for good measure. You then inspect PC Hotel and Awali, highly regarded businesses. There is improper food storage and sanitation for Awali, and there are general issues in PC. Sealed. Lahore Bros Gulberg. Sealed. On your commute, you see small food stalls, awfully unhygienic. Sealed. City Boys Hostel Canteen. Seal it, boys. That was a thing with these raids. If you sell food, no matter who you are, it needs to be hygienic. It doesn't matter if you are a school canteen or one of the biggest hotels. You need to have it fixed. Let's continue. Allama Iqbal Medical College Cafe. Sealed. Halim Shop. Sealed. A small bakery in Samnabad selling expired items. Sealed. You find 40 vehicles carrying substandard milk. You seize them. During this time, you get noticed and you get praised by the government for your work. Things are good. Oil being extracted from dead animals. Yum. sealed. Fat burger Alam, absolutely disgusting conditions, sealed. Dead chickens being carried for shawarma stalls, seized. Sheku restaurant, sealed. Fried chicks Liaquat Chowk and Kashmir block, sealed. Kadimi Chane Lahore gate, bad hygiene, sealed. And we are only done with July's work. That's 1 month. 1st of August, Al-Nakhl gets closed. It's the usual. Bad kitchen. 4th of August, Shizan Band Road sealed. 6th of August, KFC Singhpura GD Road sealed. Fazle Haq Dera also sealed. 8th of August, Yasir Bros Chuburji sealed. 9th of August, milk being artificially produced gets a raid. The same day, children, I emphasize, children hospital cafeteria gets fined on bad vegetables and bread without expiry. 10th of August, we got an earthquake update. Thanks PFA, love you. Also, Dosa Factory gets sealed. The Rawalpindi PFA team was also inspired. Multiple seals of bakeries and restaurants by Kuratulan. 13th of August, Zenith gets sealed. 16th of August, Faisal Zahoor Hotel gets a fine. 19th of August, Big Bite Ice Cream, disgusting, fine. 24th of August, Hafiz Hotel gets sealed. 26th of August, Shahi Murg Chane Faisal Town sealed, and also you find more dead chickens. 28th of August, Salt and Pepper Liberty, heavy fines. It looks horrible. Ambassadors Hotel Davistown also sealed. 29th of August, Pizza Hut Alam sealed, and Dose also gets a heavy fine. 31st August, McDonald's Alam sealed with a last warning. 2nd September, Punjab College canteens or cafes get a fine. Subway Alam was also fined, and you get these horrible pictures of a school canteen. Railway station had unsafe meat seized. 4th of September, FC College Cafe gets fined. Another McDonald's branch gets a fine. 8th September, multiple Punjab University canteens get sealed or fined. NCA Cafe also got sealed. 9th of September, Mayo Hospital Cafeteria got sealed. 10th September, Gourmet Bakery strikes again, sealed. Lama Iqbal Medical College sealed. Wait, did they get sealed twice? Sir Ganga Ram Hospital Canteen also gets sealed. 11th September, Punjab College canteens get sealed again with a last warning. DPS, a highly reputable public school, wasn't safe either. Heavy fine on multiple issues. City Bread Production Unit fined. Divo Terminal canteens get sealed on multiple issues. 12th September, Zenith Meat Georgetown gets sealed. 13th September, Rewards gets sealed. 15th September, Yasir Bros gets a heavy fine. Niazi Express Bus Terminal wasn't safe either. 20th September, Yasir Bros Grill and Gravy Hussain Chowk gets sealed. The Faisaltown Pico Road branch is also sealed. 23rd of September, the Walls Ice Cream Distribution Units looks absolutely yummy, sealed. And then the posts, they just stop. But why? What happened? Let's scroll back a little. We are back to July and August. The PFA was highly active. The deputy director of PFA, Saqib Munir, had big plans. It was planned to categorize restaurants from A to D, and these labels would be mandatory. They would need to show it on their doors legally. The idea was that people could look up and validate these online and look at the reputation of a restaurant. Someone even made a website called PFA Status to organize the data, and the website, it categorized each restaurant and showed the history of the seals and fines imposed. It is offline now. Everything was smooth sailing. The district administration of Faisalabad, Rawalpindi and Peshawar followed the lead and started doing similar checks and balances. The PFA had plans to extend their working in other cities as well. However, not everyone was happy. Remember the raid against PC Hotel? Yeah, they weren't too happy about that. In fact, they uploaded a propaganda video on YouTube against the PFA and Ayesha.
At Munal, Lahore, we claim to have Pakistan's largest live open-to-public kitchen. It is a 5,000 square feet kitchen comprising of 10 different sections. Each and every square foot of the kitchen was inspected thrice.
I'm not sure if I should call it a propaganda. It's just a video against them. And then comes the Lahore Restaurant Association, or the LRA. The LRA actually existed for a number of years, but they weren't really active until this point. They were pissed. The LRA held a meeting at the end of June, and later on, Kamran Sheikh, who was the LRA president, told the nation, "We will also shut down our hotels and launch a protest next week." This protest was against the PFA and the restaurant seals or fines imposed on the members of the association. Now, you might be thinking, what would be their response to all of the evidence and pictures of the awful state in which their restaurants exist? It was literally, "We didn't check the law, so does it really apply to us? The authority is damaging our reputation and destroying our businesses through social media," he said. I mean, maybe provide healthy food next time. It's a friendly suggestion. Maybe if you did that, you wouldn't be bullied on social media. A little bit of rust on our door or fridge has nothing to do with our cleanliness. If my fridge isn't brand new, it doesn't make it unhygienic. That's what he said. At one point, he literally said that Pakistanis were immune to unhygienic food. "No one has ever died from eating fish from Gawal Mandi," he added. Saqib Munir replied to the critics that the PFA's decision can always be challenged in the court where the evidence will be verified. But it wasn't enough. The tensions were high and the LRA kept fighting. "This is a jihad," Mumtaz tells Newsweek from her office. "The restaurant mafia has the audacity to indulge in such lawlessness without fear of any retribution," she says. "This mindset has to go. You go to work in any public office and you will find yourself confronting a mafia," she adds. "I have dealt with them all." So she wasn't going down without a fight. The LRA's main argument during all of this was basically, "No, we lose profits, please." Unfortunately, sometimes you just piss off the wrong people. In October of 2015, Nurul Amin Mengal took charge of PFA as the Director General. If you remember the soft drink ban of 2017, that's him. Anyway, he didn't like Ayesha much, and there was a bit of tug of war apparently on the topic of the closure of some restaurants. Everything was fine until his arrival. In October, she took or was forced to take 104 leaves. In February of 2016, she resumed her activities normally, returning with a bang and sealing 2 slaughterhouses. Rumors were floating around that she was kicked out of the PFA, but she assured everyone that her removal was just a rumor. She was on a holiday. So everything was good? Well, no. No one actually asked her to report back when she was done with her holidays. During her absence, Mengal was denying any claims of her removal, and he told the media that she will be back. Although in reality, they always had differences, and only a month after his arrival, he was collecting material for corruption charges against Ayesha's subordinate and her. In October of 2016, she was removed. Some say that the LRA got her. Some claim that it might be due to the differences with Nurul Amin Mengal, and some speculate that it might be the raid on her milk factory, which belonged to Hamza Shehbaz. In any case, Nurul Amin didn't appreciate the rapid action the PFA was previously taking and wanted to stay more cautious. During her time, over 500 restaurants were sealed with 91 notable entries. The PFA still posts pictures of raids on their Facebook page, but they are mostly small raids on distributors and factories. I don't think anyone has dared to close restaurants on that scale again. A few have been sealed here and there. However, in the last year, the PFA seems to be more interested in award ceremonies and concerts instead of raids. The old days seem to be long gone though, when no one, big or small, was safe. People nowadays resort to groups like ESR before going out to a place to eat, as ESR members would highlight the management or bad food after experiencing the hazards firsthand. But you need to actively see the group posts and boycott the restaurants yourself. Getting a bad review on a small Facebook group isn't as big of a motivator as getting your restaurant sealed for a couple of days. When your place is sealed, you are actually motivated to fix things and you have the time to do so. In the list of sealed places, a few names are very recognizable and affected me directly every day during 2015. Any one of us could have been in the place of Kanza Ahmed. These regulations are in place for a purpose. I'll just quote an article from 2017 to sum it up. The fear Miss Mumtaz inspired still keeps some food sellers on their toes. If Ayesha Mumtaz wasn't so strict, I wouldn't be wearing this glove, says a cupcake salesman who had not realized that she had been replaced. I'll now leave you with one of her Facebook posts.